In this video, I want to talk to you guys just briefly about a positive externality. You're going to get this in chapter 15, but I put a question similar to what I'm going to show you on this video on the chapter 14 quiz, because I wanted to make sure that you understood this before you took the AP exam. In chapter 15, on page, I found this on page 250, your book talks about a positive externalities as a result of advances in technology, and you can see that they're showing the demand curve shifting out and to the right, which is what happens. So I wanted to show you an example of that, and the example that we're using here is flu vaccines. So when flu vaccines are given in a community, you're going to have a positive externality outside the actual market. And one of the reasons that is because the more folks who get the flu vaccine in a neighborhood or a community, there's a less of a probability that people who don't get the flu shot will actually get the flu. It kind of has a positive ripple effect through the community. So the way we want to think about this is our supply curve here is also our marginal private cost. And in this situation, marginal private cost equals marginal social cost. Now, if you remember, if there's a negative externality, then marginal social cost is actually higher than marginal private cost, but in this case, they're equal. What is not equal is marginal social benefit is higher than marginal private benefit in the market. So if we just allow the quantity to be produced and consumed just in the market, we'll end up right here. But at this point right here, marginal social cost is far lower than marginal social benefit. So we want to compensate for that, and the way that is typically done is the government pays a subsidy to the consumers of the flu shot equal to this difference right here, and that's going to have the effect of producing more flu shot at a higher price, but that is going to be made up for by the subsidy. So the subsidy is going to, from here up, compensates the consumer for the higher price, and from here down compensates the producers for the higher production cost of producing more. So we go from here to here on our supply, and we're at a new demand curve as defined by the marginal social benefit. So the key here is, in order to get from here, which is not socially optimal, which is not the socially optimal quantity, to here, which is the socially optimal quantity, the government is going to pay subsidy. Okay,